You are alone. And it's not a bad news. It is an adult news. And the problem that most people spend most of their lives trying to avoid this news. They want support. They want understanding. They want someone to come to them and say that everything will gonna be alright. But let me explain you something. No one is coming. And it's fine, because you do not need anyone. And the moment that you understand that you are alone, it's the moment when you are become stronger. Because alone you move faster. Because alone you decide faster. Because alone you do not wait. Alone you are not wasting years dragging the dead weight of other people's weakness. You born alone, you die alone, and this is fine. This is the contract. And even pain is lonely. You can tell your wife that you are in pain, and she will listen to you, and she will care about you. She can even bring you a pill, but she will not take the pill for you. You have to swallow it, you have to feel it, and you also have to deal with it. That is life, and most people will never accept it. Anyone needs someone to stand beside them, someone who will calm them down, someone who will support them, someone who will say that they are doing right. But the truth is brutal. Most of battles will happen inside your hand, and no one will applaud, and no one will come, and no one will support you, because your problem is your problems, and your life is your life, and you are the one who have to resolve your own problems. This is why loneliness is not a curse. Loneliness is a chapter. Each man has a lonely chapter in their life when he goes and look around and realizes that he don't want to dissolve in other people's mediocrity. He wants to grow. They do not. He wants to go forward. They want comfort. He wants discipline. They want destruction. And this is why he goes alone. And this is painful part. At this stage, you are not longer weak enough for weak people, and they simply don't understand you. But you are not strong yet enough for strong people, and they simply don't need you. And this is the lonely chapter. And most people simply break here, because they think if no one claps them, they are lost. Because they think if nobody helps them, they are cursed. Because they think if nobody sees them, nothing else happens. Wrong. This is place where all growth happens. This is where you learn to perform when nobody is watching. And let me tell you something. Ability to perform when nobody is watching is the rarest skill on earth, because no one can tolerate it. Most people cannot do it. They need attention. They need praise. They need witness. They need their mommy to say well done. They need their friends to clap their shoulder. They need an emotional reward to make each consequential step on their way. But I'm gonna tell you something. When you will pass the lonely chapter alone, you will come back a different person. Because now, this is when you can work without applause. Because now, this is when you can work without supervision. Because now, this is when you can work without permission. And this is the moment when the man becomes dangerous. Not when he talks big, not when he looks intense on camera, but when he can work alone. I know this because I didn't come from a place of the comfort. I was raised in a poor country. I didn't have a big network to support me. I carried pressure, I carried weight. I became a surgeon, and I rebuilt myself many times. And when you go through enough of that, you understand. That world will not hold your hand. When you are not moving yourself, you stop. When you are not focused, you scatter. When you do not control your own mind, someone else will control it for you. This is why loneliness is so powerful. When you're alone, no one takes your time. When you're alone, there is no one you can put your excuses on. When you're alone, nobody wastes your time. When you're alone, nobody drags you down. But you also can fail loneliness. If you treat loneliness badly, it will take your life. If you just sit there and complain, it will poison you. If you just sit there and freeze and do nothing, it will destroy your life. But if you learn how to use it properly, it becomes your fuel. Because loneliness fuels your focus, your cold focus. And when you focus enough, you start to act. And when you act long enough, you will eventually win. Maybe it's not gonna be today, maybe it's not gonna be tomorrow, but eventually you will win. Maybe no one will applaud you, maybe no one will clap for you, but you become a different man who made a breakthrough. The choice is yours. You can either take a lonely chapter and embrace it, or you can simply sit here and complain and wait that somebody will help you. And I'm gonna tell you, no one will come and no one will help you. And eventually you will fail, and you will not deliver, not for you, not for your close ones. Use a lonely chapter. Allow it to clean yourself. Allow it to harden yourself. Allow it to make you the man who was able to save himself.